tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get yourself this thing. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the thing.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Baltimore Ravens. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way.
And that's caught inside the 30.
Oh, yeah, that's
touchdown, Jaguars.
Touchdown,
DJ Chark with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead.
Harrison Butker on.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here. Right at the 30-yard line.
10 at their own 30-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want
it. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, check Mike 6, Mike 6. I got you.
Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
33-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Terrell Lewis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack on first down, Jackson throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown.
Complete to Marquise Brown. It's a gain of 7. Brings up
On third down, Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
the tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second.
They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, Jacksonville.
Now back to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
First down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
The pass.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the Ravens 16.
Campbell making the catch. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Paris Campbell with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Is good. Makes the score.
They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
It's a gain of 7.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
First and 10.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll look to throw again. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Out of the Wildcat.
Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. From the gun, Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Buying time to his left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Play action. It's Jackson looking for the end zone. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ravens nothing.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
And it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now this time he'll look to throw, and he'll be hit as as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Taking it about the 16. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Jackson picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8. 5-yard line. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
7's a mile. Like 7. Go, Cap. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
They'll set up to throw. Catch made here by Campbell. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
To Paris Campbell. A 12-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
4th down.
Here we go. It's Gurley. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll look to throw here. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but it'll be 2nd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
3rd down.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
Did the same. It smelled terrible. They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Now Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Looking left side, and it's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And the Ravens are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10. At their own 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simple.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And take it right on the 30. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
At their own 39-yard line.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for Campbell downfield. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Paris Campbell, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
The Jaguars.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
28. Ravens 7. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6th one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of...
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. Call it no gain there on the first down play.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking. But that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. And they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
Throwing on second down. Jackson. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
That goes in the category of a play that the defense is going to cherish and excites them. A completion, yes, you give up the pass, but no gain. I mean, that's exactly what you want on defense.
And sets up the 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short of being just short of midfield. They decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
at the 15-yard line. A gain of 36 yards.
Right back to him on 1st down.
Oh, we got
and he
plenty of
takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we get to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. They didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Gun. They'll look to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3rd down.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. A shotgun snap and a give to down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round.
Dobbins hit and he fumbles, and the Jags grab it. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Uncorks one for Davis, and he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Again, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
12 yards on the play, but it's 3rd down.
And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to about the 19. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
2 yards on the play.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is going to be incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back.
It's a turnover on downs.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
He's thrown.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
56.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. That's good for a Raven first down. 15 yards there.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Jackson will throw again. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete.
Jackson.
Not much there, only a yard. You got the big lead defensively.
1 yard.
Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
And 9 yards to go.
Right here. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
To throw again is Jackson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
10 at the 35-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's second and 2. Jackson going to find his running back here. It's Dobbins. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now a first and 10 at the 11. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Six yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. There's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little front.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Now Jackson on first down, letting one go deep for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Jaguars 35, Ravens 28.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Now he dumps this off over the middle and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there. Now Jackson, flush to his right. That is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't it?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Jackson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. He's at the 50. The 30. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
The tackle made.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And they take a knee.
Tonight.
But Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for the Jags, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again.